To wear or not to wear an apron? That is a question facing every cook. And as Joey Chen is about to show us, like everything else connected with cooking, the answer is, it all depends.
Just frou-frou. I mean, this apron has no purpose whatsoever except to be an accessory to the outfit that the hostess had on.
What exactly is it about aprons that inspired EllynAnne Geisel to collect more than 400, travel around the country with them in a laundry basket, string them up on exhibit, even write books about them?
You would not believe the memory trigger that the aprons have turned out to be. People would initially respond with the same, "Oh my God, that apron in your basket reminds me of," and then they would go on and on and on about
part nostalgia, part pop culture. Aprons make us think of home and holidays.
This is a reversible apron, so it's Christmas and then it's New
Year's Eve.
Yes, in fact, you would just look so adorable in that if I could just tie that on you. Just didn't you get
ready to host a party now.
Cute and sassy all at the same time. There you go.
A self-described Southern belle who, by her own admission, went to college for the sole purpose of meeting Mr. Right, EllynAnne Geisel has lived the life of the woman who inspired her.
Here, come on, move over. I want to plug in the vacuum cleaner.
No, it wasn't her mother.
All right. Hurry up, Rick. You're late.
I watched that show every single... I loved her.
A real-life Harriet Nelson. Geisel is straight out of the 1950s, when aprons had their heyday. A happy homemaker, proud wife, mother of 2 sons.
Does that make you yesterday's woman?
I'm a throwback. I agree to that. But it's a throwback in a nice way.
You have a motto about the apron.
Aprons don't hold us back. They take us back.
What does that mean?
Aprons got a bad rap, and it just drives me just an absolute distraction.
When do we want equality? When do we want it? Now!
This did not hold us back.
Tossed off as a symbol of repression in the 1960s, along with other articles of clothing, the apron does seem like a remnant of another time. But even if this patch of domestic armor doesn't make a comeback, it's undeniably the fabric of memories for the women whose aprons are on display.
For me, it's a memory of 2 precious women.
Erin Owens remembers her grandmother and great-grandmother sitting on the family's front porch in New Orleans, using aprons in a refreshing way.
This is how they were dressed on the Coke bottle.
So you would dress them up on a little 10-ounce bottles. I don't remember
it was
what
the tiny, the little glass bottle, just like that. And it was multi-purpose because it would soak up the sweat on the bottle. Plus, it presented the Coke in a grander way.
Christy Kaufman, now a caterer from Montana, has fond recollections of her grandmothers.
Women from that generation, that was the daily ritual. So, every morning they got up, they cooked breakfast, they packed a lunch. When I was there, I was involved in that, and that made me feel really special.
And the apron was always part of it?
The apron was always part of it.
These aprons, and the stories woven into their history, are part of the exhibit and are featured in EllynAnne's book, The Apron Chronicles. The photos were taken by Christina Loggia. We caught up with the display in Greensboro, North Carolina, which also happens to be EllynAnne Geisel's hometown.
There are a lot of people who luckily did not throw away that generational tie that aprons can have.
Why don't more people use aprons?
I think they do. You're just not going to the right parties.
Aprons were certainly present at this party. It was for yet another book EllynAnne has put together to champion her cause.
We've been asked why it is that Good Housekeeping was interested in aprons. And we weren't interested in aprons particularly until we met EllynAnne, who...
Ellen Levine, former editor-in-chief of Good Housekeeping, says aprons have, indeed, come a long way, baby.
Oh, I don't think modern women feel bound by aprons anymore. First you have to blow up the traditions, then you take them back.
So she has given the Apron book and EllynAnne Geisel the Good Housekeeping seal of approval.
My family's not going to believe it, but I can express how full and excited I am in just 2 words, and those words are, ta-da!
Coming up, can Bill Geist cut